Recent battlefield reports indicate an intensification of Russian attacks. Ukraine's Khortytsia Operational Strategic Group reported that the enemy, taking advantage of difficult weather conditions, is conducting offensive operations to blockade Velika Novosilka and is actively using armored vehicles to support the advance. As a result of the shelling, 2 tanks and 5 enemy armored vehicles were destroyed. Despite the heavy losses of personnel, the enemy continues to conduct offensive operations on the outskirts of Velika Novosilka, while the defense forces are conducting exhausting defensive battles, the statement added. The latest fighting took place on Ukrainian territory, specifically around the village of Staritsia on the border of the Kharkiv region, where Ukrainian troops from the 42nd Mechanized Brigade managed to capture 2 Russian soldiers. There were also reports of the use of drones in military operations, with one of the units, the Vampire, dropping grenades and causing casualties on the Russian side. The report also said that an investigation found 5 fire holes in Ukhrida, indicating a previous attack. Recently, a combat incident also occurred in the vicinity of Toretsk, where Ukrainian troops from the 28th Brigade faced an attack by Russian troops who tried to storm their positions inside an old industrial building. In this situation, although the Russian troops used more attack aircraft, the Ukrainian troops tried to fight back with various tactics. Tensions escalated when the enemy managed to penetrate the building, which led to a fierce firefight at close range. Due to the very close range, the use of artillery was considered too dangerous, as the risk of hitting one's own troops was very high. Instead, the Ukrainian troops tried to use FPV drones to disable the enemy, but due to bad weather and the dense conditions of the building, this attempt did not give the desired results. Eventually, the Ukrainian troops decided to deploy larger armored vehicles, possibly referring to heavy combat vehicles, to provide assistance. Tankers from the 28th Brigade then arrived to support the defending troops. In another attack, the Ukrainian troops managed to arrange a shooting party for the enemy UAVs by sending drones into the shelter. This move was aimed at drawing the enemy's attention and reducing the threat from enemy airstrikes. During this operation, Ukrainian troops managed to destroy several key enemy targets, including camouflage mortars, automatic grenade launchers, electronic warfare systems, an enemy tank, and several enemy vehicles. One of the most dramatic moments was the destruction of a building occupied by enemy troops. The huge explosion caused enemy infantry to be thrown into basements and shelters, resulting in heavy losses for them. This attack was carried out using attack drones from the Paskuda Group, with the support of fighters from the anti-tank battalion of the 3rd Assault Brigade, who are trained to carry out precision strikes to destroy important targets. A video published on January 19 shows the heroic actions of Ukrainian fighters, who managed to thwart an attack by enemy armored vehicles. In the video, it can be seen that the RUBPAK Phoenix UAV unit, part of the Revenge Offensive Guard, used FPV drones to destroy enemy BMP-2 armored vehicles in the vicinity of the Kursk region. After taking out the vehicles with FPV drone strikes, Ukrainian fighters continued their efforts by using Vampire heavy bombers to destroy the remains of enemy vehicles, reducing them to scrap metal. Russian forces have redeployed combat units from the recently captured Kruglenkoe to reinforce their offensive around Pokrovsk, the Institute for War Studies reported. This may be part of an ongoing effort to intensify offensive operations south and southwest of the city. The redeployment of troops may signal a major shift in Russia's operational focus as forces concentrate on a possible siege of the strategically important city in Donetsk Oblast.
готова.